And if a man entice a maid, giving all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem Kakwadash. And this is from Exodus 22 verse 16. It says, and if a man entice a maid that is not betrothed or engaged to a man or another man, and lie with her, he shall surely endow her to be his wife. For if her father utterly refused to give her unto him, he shall pay money according to the dowry of virgins. The dowry of virgins is a token. It goes into when you marry a woman, the father or the parents give the woman away to the man. There's a price behind that. You know, in this modern society, you have a tradition where the father pays for everything, or they can work out a deal where the future husband and the father and other family members get together. But if the father was a rich man, he would pay for everything. But going back to the scriptures, it was the man that gave money to the father or to the parents. So it goes on to say, I'll read it 17 verse again. It says, if her father utterly refuses to give her unto him, he shall pay money according to the dowry of virgins. So the father might say, I don't like this guy. I don't like the fact that he enticed my daughter, and therefore he's got to give me money because he took the virginity away from the father's daughter. Now that's very rare, because what man is going to get with that woman after that man knows that she laid with somebody else? So most likely the man would say, okay, now you have to deal with my daughter, and there was a payment involved with silver. And I'm going to get to the word entice to deal with this controversy once and for all in Israel, that when you go to Deuteronomy, the 22nd chapter, about lay hold and humbled, really means entice. And they'll go to Exodus 22 verse 16. Well, if that's the case, why would the Most High say in Exodus 22 verse 16 and 17, use the word a man enticing a woman, and then turn around and use it again in Deuteronomy the 22nd chapter? Makes no sense. It speaks about not adding to the law, not taking away from the law. Let me pull that up. Bear me for a minute. That was a video that was put up. Bear me for a minute. I want to see if I can find something. If I can find this, it'll be great. It'll add to what I've been saying, or it would add to the lesson. what happened was I was watching a Sarnetta. I believe that was on Thursday or put up on Friday or Saturday. It was an interview he had with Johanna, or General Johanna. But there was I wish I can find it so I can read it. It was a back and forth with somebody. Going back and forth with Captain Tazariak. Damn. I mean, if I don't find it, that's okay too. Okay, I can't seem to find it. But anyway, let me open up another blue letter tab. And where did I say I was going to go? Bear with me for a minute. As a matter of fact, let me do this. Let me come back here. Exodus 22 verse 16. And if a man entice a maid that is not betrothed and lie with her, he shall surely endow her to be his wife. If her father utterly refuse to give her unto him, he shall pay money according to the dowry of virgins. So there was money involved. There was a silver involved. You know, it was a business transaction. Anytime a man has daughters, if he has a lot of daughters, gives the daughter to a man, or gives his daughters to a man. If he has 20 daughters, and he gives his 20 daughters away to 20 different men, Israelite men, he was rich. So that was a business transaction. So let's deal with the word entice. The word entice has nothing with the word lay hold or humbled in Deuteronomy, the 22nd chapter. Now, I was watching a movie last night. I have an app where you can watch these old movies. And the movie Rocky 1 came out, and I watched the whole movie. And it came up to the scene where he had got with Adrian in the movie, and they went to a ice skating ring. And then from the ice skating ring, they went to his house, and she didn't want to come into the house. So what did he do? He enticed her to come into the house, because she said, "That's all right, I don't want to come in." He said, does this look like a face of an axe murder or whatever? And then she came into the house and walked up the stairs. And when she walked up the stairs, they were in the house, and she was kind of away. And then he said, let me take my sweater off, or whatever, jacket. And he had a tank top on, white tank top. And he said, let me put on some music. And he put this song on called "You Take My Heart Away." Now I got to look to see if that's an actual song. But that song was based on the major song of the movie. You know, they up-templed it, so to speak. So I'm listening to the song, and he takes his top off, and she's kind of by the door, and then she says, "I don't feel comfortable here. I gotta go. I gotta go." And then she went to open the door, and he put he blocked her. He put his arms, on either side of her and blocked her. Now that's funny, because I remember this chick I was dealing with in a club, and we danced and all that. We sat down, and I remember she was sitting in a way where I blocked her the same way that Rocky blocked her. I put one arm on this side and one arm on the other, which she couldn't escape. But I wasn't trying to make her a prisoner, but it was just I didn't realize it. And then she told me after we got together, and that chick, I enticed the hell out of her. And the way I got to her was we went on a couple of dates, and I can kind of hold on to it, and I can kind of kiss on the cheek, but I couldn't get further than that. So I said, no big deal. No big deal. We having a good time. Then I believe it was the second time we went out, I realized she didn't know how to drive. So I took her to a big parking lot where no cars were in it, and I let her drive my car. And you know what? That's when she opened up to me. And I was able to, go to, first base, second base, and ultimately home run. But the way I did it was I enticed her. I didn't force her, I enticed her. And I knew exactly what I was doing, because that's how I always deal with women. You get them to the house, you sit on the couch, they'll sit on the other side of the couch, and I'll say, well, why are you all the way over there? I said, why don't you come sit, that's it. And they know what's going on. So in the case of, and y'all know, you men know what I'm talking about, and you women know what I'm talking about, because you women know what's going on, but you play like you some innocent chick, ain't no man ever dealt with you. So we play, what's that song, games people play. Anyway, so this is what happened. Now in the movie, going back to Rocky, the first Rocky, he blocked her where she couldn't get out, and then he said, I want to kiss you, or can I kiss you? And she put her head down, and he kind of reached over and kind of kissed her on the mouth, pecked her. Then he pulled back, and then he went and kissed her again, and then he pulled back, and then the third time she reached out and kissed him, and then the lights, it faded to black. So we already know what happened. So how did Rocky get Adrian? How did Rocky, lay with Adrian? He enticed her. Now he could have said, look, bitch, I want, like my man Popeye, inside joke. He could have did it that way, but then the cops would have been involved. He might have murdered the chick, that it would have went totally left. So his thing was, I'm going to slowly be nice, and I'm going to step by step get close to her, and until I get what I get, and then she fell in love with him. So this is the same. I thought about, when I saw the movie, I thought about this scripture, Exodus 22 verse 16. Let me read it again. It says, and if a man entice, rent the movie Rocky, see the movie Rocky, and see the part where he gets Adrian in the house. He did not force himself on her. He did not rape the woman. He enticed the woman. He enticed her, which has nothing to do with Deuteronomy, the 22nd chapter. And I didn't even want to do this video, but I did it because I saw the video that with the General Yohanan, and they had the little argument on the comment board between some individual and Captain Tazariak. So I said I was going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I was going to do it. And I was thinking about doing another